Okay, we're coming towards the end of the course. I really hope you have got a lot out of it already, but I just wanted to end on something that I think is important and can really have a huge impact towards your success as well, and that is becoming a featured seller on Fiverr. So why does everyone want to become a featured seller? Well, it's really the traffic. That's why. It's the same old story, I know, but it's the traffic that people want if you get this status. So here is the gig that I got featured for, and you can see before I got featured, I had about 1,500 to 2,000 impressions per day. When I got featured, that went up to 140,000 per day roughly. Then the after effect was obviously a big drop off. You're not going to be featured every day in the homepage, but as we've seen, you tend to be more in the recommended category if you've got the featured status. And afterwards, my daily impressions have gone up to, I'd say, a low end 6,000, high end maybe 17,000. So, if we're talking 2,000 impressions per day before, now we're talking at a low end 6,000. So at least tripled my daily impressions as a result of being featured. So that's a pretty good reason to want to become a featured seller. Now, well, how do you become a featured seller then, and what do you need to be? Well, the one thing you don't need to be is a top rated seller. You can actually see in this article here that they say it's rare for anyone below level 2 to be featured, but you don't have to be a top rated seller. So this is the email that I got once I said I was going, my Your Gig is featured. So I don't think anybody's sharing these charts and emails, but because you guys are part of the course, I'm going to, and I want to give you the best chance of success. So, it's the same kind of stuff again, quick, reliable feedback, meet your deadlines, avoid cancelling too many orders, pause your gigs if you don't have time. All orders and payments must be processed through the Fiverr ordering system. Read our terms and services. So this is actually an important point. Haven't mentioned this yet, but you may be tempted if you get questions through the inbox saying, hey, can you do this, can you do that? And you may be tempted, if you have another business, to say, okay, let's do this off Fiverr and we can cut them out and save 20% commission. The problem is, though, if you get caught doing that, you'll have little chance of becoming a top rated seller, and probably little chance as well of becoming a featured seller. So I'd be very careful about that if I was you. If you want to email the buyer, if you do it through Fiverr's inbox system, it'll actually give you a notification saying you can't do this. So be very careful with those terms and conditions. I think they take that quite seriously, and I've seen cases where people have been stripped of their statuses or banned from the platform because of it. So we've looked at the impact there, and then my email about how you can get that status. There's some articles here as well on the Fiverr blog that are not bad. So what you need: a unique offering with broad appeal, something that people might be surprised to get for $5. This is the over delivering factor, and this is consistently, that's how you get good reviews, but also why would they'd want to promote you. High converting gig, high average order review. My gig is not that high converting, seeing as I get a lot of clicks through anyway. So in single digits there. Order value as well is probably in single digits. So I don't know how important those two things are. Feedback, again, very important. I think having those videos and real profile as well really helped me to become featured seller. So how about that? I've given away all my secrets now, but I'm doing it because I think Fiverr's a great platform, and really I want to have the best success for you as well. And even if you're at the very beginning of your Fiverr journey, keep this in mind as a goal and a milestone that you would like to hit, because as you can see from the charts that I've shown you, the impact is really big.